David Branderhorst here with a quick video on whether or not you should use a blog to grow your online business. Now, blogs have been used by lots and lots of people to grow their online businesses for many, many years, and some people swear by them and other people don't want to touch them. So the question we get a lot is a blog right for you? Can you use a blog to grow your online business? Well, the answer really is it depends. Now, there's some really strong pros to doing a blog, and that is it's inexpensive to start. It doesn't cost you anything to start a blog. You can just start just by, getting a site up and getting your blog set and just starting to write posts. And it can do a lot to really increase the traffic to your website. So if you have a website that you want to get more people to, this is a great way to do it. You can become very searchable. You can have people coming in to check out your stuff, and it can be a really effective way to get more traffic. It's also a great way to build trust and credibility. So if you have you're trying to establish your voice in the marketplace, in the space that you work in, and trying to show that you know what you're talking about and you have expertise in an area. This is a great way to do it. You can really showcase all the different things that you know on this topic. And it also is going to allow you to promote your products and services and get people added to your email list by adding those types of links and interspersing those inside of all your blog posts and on the sidebar. Now, there's also cons to doing a blog. Now, blogs can be very time consuming. They may not cost anything to get started, but they also can take up a lot of time to write a lot of posts. And if you're going to be serious about blogging, you need to be doing regular posts. This can't just be I did 3 posts and then I'll come back to it in 3 months and do another one. No, you need to be consistently, regularly adding posts to your blog so it has a consistent flow of content to it. And it can also take quite a while to build a following. Depending on how well you do and how things go for you, there can be a period of time where you're just building, and it could be a while before you actually get traction and really see some real momentum coming. And if you really want to get that momentum coming, you're going to have to face the reality of you need to promote it. You need to actually get out there and promote your blog so that it's getting attention, so that people see it, so that you start getting a regular flow of traffic to your site. Now, is the blog right for you? Is a blog right for you to use in your business with all that being said? Well, the questions that I would have for you: do you love to write? Is writing something that just comes naturally for you, something that is very easy for you to do, that you just love to sit down and write out short articles and short blog posts, and it comes very natural and easy for you? If that's the case, then this may be a good option for you. Do you have the patience to build it? Is this something that you really feel like, hey, I'm willing to stick with it over the long haul? This isn't something I'm going to do on a weekend and then kind of get tired of it and walk away. I'm actually committed and I'm willing to stick with it and go over a long period of time to really build this thing out. Are you willing to promote it? Are you willing to go out there and post your links to your blog articles and put them on different sites and get traction, and maybe even run an ad from time to time promoting your blog content? Because you need to get your articles and your blog posts out there so that they get seen. And that can't mean that you just write them and then hope the world finds you. You need to actually go out and do some promotion to get people to read what you've written. Then are you willing to learn some things that are like keyword ranking and SEO type work? Because you need to be able to rank your blog posts. Because if people are going to be searching for certain phrases, you need to have the right keywords set in your blog posts so that when people search for things online, they'll find it. They'll find it when they, type into Google, how do I, and then fill in the blank with those keywords. Those keywords are listed in your blog post, and you need to learn that skill. You need to learn the ability to do that. And, if you have a WordPress site, you can use something like Yoast, which is Yoast. It's a plugin that you can use that a lot of people use to help with the keywords and to do all that and to really get all those types of things moving in a good direction for you. So, in light of those questions that I just asked you, if you answered no to a lot of those questions, blogging is probably not the right path for you. It's probably not the right choice. You should probably consider going a different route, because it is a really good thing to do, but it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time. And if you're not really, it's not your heart and it's not your passion, then I would really truly consider it a different path. But if you answered yes to all those questions, then this could be a very good path for you. This could be a very good option for you to proceed with. So if you do decide to go down that path, there are a few things that you should get started doing to get it working. First of all, is you really need to create a plan. You need to create a plan for when are you going to do your blog posts? How often are you going to do them? How many, what is the structure of the content? How is it going to make sense? Because again, you don't want to be just randomly talking about all sorts of different topics. You want to stay on your theme so that when people know that I'm going to be searching for something in this topic, I can go to this site and find lots of useful content. So you really need to do that. And then you really need to as well focus on getting a lot of useful posts up as soon as possible. You want to build your library of posts as quickly as you can because you really want to have this so that when somebody goes and looks for help, they'll actually come to your site and they'll type in the search bar, hey, and look for blog articles on these topics. So you want to start to develop a little bit of a library of articles so that you have lots of reference points for people. And then as well, once you do that, to actually take your blog articles and turn them into things that'll help grow your business, you got to make sure that you're adding in your forms, your input forms, your opt-in forms that people can put in their name and email address to get this extra free resource to join on your email list. You want to add in other things as well that talk about various products that you offer, get an ebook that goes really in depth on this topic for $10. Put that on the sidebar of your blog. Put that in the middle of your blog so that when people get there, they're like, oh, I'm going to check that out. And then they go to your page and possibly buy those things. You got to incorporate all those things in. That's how you're going to grow your email list, and that's how you're going to make sales. And then as well, you got to promote your posts. You got to commit it. Once you get these posts out there and you start getting a healthy library of them, really consider, really sharing your posts all over. And you really got to consider even running some ads to get traffic to your site. Because the more your site becomes known as a go-to site for your niche, that's when you start developing some momentum. So it's one of those things that if this is what you love to do, if you love to write, if you love to do these things and you're willing to put in the time and you're willing to stay committed to it, it can be a fantastic resource for you and your business. But you got to commit to it and you got to be willing to promote it and you got to be willing to stay with it.